Hello and welcome, it's Candace with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. Today I'm here to flow through a full yoga class, starting with a warm-up, proceeding into practice. There'll be a short water break and then we will resume. So I'll go ahead and meet you on your mat. Right. So we're gonna stand nice and tall. We'll allow the arms to extend outward. Let's flex the fingers. So the fingers are pointing up towards the sky and we're pressing the palm away from the body. Good. Let's squeeze those elbows and then circle the arms forward. Very good. Nice circling. And then we'll circle the arms back. The next breath allows the arms to be still. Guide the arms to flow forward. We'll flatten the hands. And then we'll circle the hands outward. And then we will circle our hands inward. From here, allow the hands to be still. Guide the arms up. Let your arms be parallel so the palms face each other. Focus on the heart. We're going to take an inhale, lifting our heart up. Receive length in your spine. When you can't lift up anymore, release forward, guiding the heart forward, guiding the arms to lower, and we're guiding the navel inward. We're going to release to a flat back forward fold with all the weight in our heels. And then we're going to begin to bend the knees, lower the arms, hinge in your hips. Think about sitting. Let your chin flow to your collarbone and turn your head slowly to the left and to the right shoulder. Let's look down at our feet so the neck can be neutral and just move the shoulders. So you just want to guide movement into the shoulders, doing shoulder rolls back, shoulder rolls forward. The next breath, we're going to rise up slowly, lifting up one vertebrae at a time, guiding the arms to face forward. The palms face forward. We lift our heart up. We're breathing deep, guiding fingertips all the way up towards the sky. The next breath allows the arms to release, and then we'll step the feet apart. So your feet are going to be about hip width apart. Let's guide the elbows to bend, palms touch. We're going to lift up the right knee. Take a breath, lift your right knee and lower. Lift your left knee, breathe, lift the left knee and lower. All right, let's do it again. Lifting right knee, releasing. Lifting left knee, releasing. Very good. From here, we're going to lift up our heels. Take a breath, lift your heels up, and then release. Another breath, lift your heels up, release, and now lift your toes. Bring all your weight to your toes, lift all 10 toes up, and release. Another breath, lifting, releasing. Guide the elbows to lower, bend your fingers, circle your hands to the left, circle hands to the right. Step the feet out a little more. And this time the toes point away from the body. Release your hands, guide your hands to touch your waist or hip, and allow the knees to bend. Bend your knees, guide the arms to extend out, and then we'll bend elbows so the palms face each other. We'll take a breath, lift the heart up. On the exhale, twist the body to the right very slowly. Guiding the chin towards the right shoulder, we want a full spinal twist. The next breath allows us to untwist back to the neutral spine position. Take a cleansing breath. Awesome flow, and then untwisting back to the neutral spine position. Releasing the arms down, hands on the waist, and just bend lower, 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 and lower. On the inhale, we'll rise up. Let's breathe, rise up. Guide all 10 toes forward. Heel toe the feet inward so the thighs touch. Elbows straighten. From here, we're going to circle those shoulders forward. This is a great way to just stretch out any tension in the shoulders and the neck, and just bring a slight twist to the upper body. Yes. And then we'll circle the arms back, sweeping the shoulders across the earlobe. From here, allow the body and shoulders to be still. Elbows bend, palms touch. Resting thumbs on sternum, gazing downward. Now we'll reflect on our heart rhythm, and if we choose, we can set an intention or a dedication for today's practice. Breathe deeply and connect with your own heart energy. From here, we're going to blink the eyes open a little wider. We're now prepared to start our practice for today. In today's practice, we are going to start in a chair pose. So let's take a breath and begin to bend our knees and release the arms forward. Transfer your weight back. The arms will be at a diagonal from fingertips to the shoulders. We're creating a diagonal line. We're actively guiding our navel inward, allowing our breath to flow in a fluid way, in and out of the body. From here, allow the arms to flow closer, palms touch, elbows bend, press your palms together actively. Allow your thumbs to release on your sternum, the center bone of the chest. And now we're gonna, if we'd like to go deeper in this posture, we can lift up that right knee. So take a breath, pull your belly in, and allow that right knee to rise. We can stay here, or if we'd like a little more, we can guide the knee to splay outward, resting the low leg on the standing, bending leg. So we're allowing the breath to balance the body as we strengthen the ligaments and tone muscles. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath, and we're going to lift up that right leg. Lift and uncross, releasing the sole of the foot onto the mat, pressing the palms together actively, engaging those pectoral muscles, and the breath will allow us to begin to straighten knees. We're rising up, guiding the fingertips to flow overhead as the elbows straighten. We'll release the palms forward and relax our shoulders away from the ears, making sure all of the weight, good. Go ahead and relax your shoulders, very nice. And this is our mountain pose. In the mountain pose, we receive benefits from head to toe, allowing our breath to center the body as our weight remains grounded in our heels. The next breath allows the arms to rotate inward, elbows remain straight as the knees bend. We're going to release the arms back to the diagonal position of fingertips to shoulder, making the diagonal line. Notice the hollowness in the belly. Notice the fullness of your breath. The next breath allows the arms to flow closer. Palms will touch and elbows begin to bend. More breath will guide us to our heart center so we can release the thumbs on our sternum with relaxed shoulders. Now we'll focus on the opposite heel. Should be the left heel perhaps. So balance is very good for the core. If you'd like to go deeper in this posture as you connect with the focal point, take a breath, guide your navel inward, guide the left knee to rise. From here, if you want more, let that knee splay outward, rest the low leg on the standing leg, which is bending. See how much air you can guide into your lungs. Connect with your own heart rhythm and breathe deep. A wonderful way to tone legs. The next breath guides that top leg to rise and uncross. So we can exhale, release the sole of the foot back onto our mat. Inhale, begin to straighten knees. Transfer your weight to your heels. Keep lifting that heart up, palms are pressing together. And the arms flow all the way overhead. Releasing palms forward, we're going to reconnect with our mountain pose. From mountain pose, we're going to gaze up at the sky. So take a breath. When your nose points upward, you're lifting your heart. So you want to lengthen the spine as you begin to look up. Squeeze your glute muscles. And on the exhale, guide the arms to flow back and your heart points closer to the sky. And this is a standing back bend. So be gentle with the body. Your body will let you know how deep you can flow into your standing back bend. A wonderful way to invite flexibility into the spine. On the inhale, let's begin to rise up slowly, lifting the heart, focusing on the heart. guiding the body to release back to the neutral spine position at our own pace. Now we'll rotate the arms in so the palms face each other, and the breath guides the arms closer. We're going to have the palms touch, clasp our hands, and the pointer finger is straight. Let's take an inhale, reach up. Let your shoulders rise towards your ears. Your body, keep your weight in your heels, gaze up. So you're looking up towards the sky, and the heart is also pointing upward as we actively press the hands away from the body for this wonderful side stretch. Legs straight, heart lifted, and the breath is full and easy. What a wonderful way to strengthen the spine. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to rise up slowly. Let's breathe, lift the heart, lift the arms, flow upward. Back to the neutral spine position. Relax your shoulders, keep clasping your hands, and breathe so deep you can feel it behind your heart. On the exhale breath, guide the hands to press away from the body. We're flowing now to the opposite direction. We're flowing to the left. We're gazing upward. We have the heart lifted, and we still actively press the hands away from the body. We keep our weight rooted in our heels. What a wonderful way to tone up the legs and strengthen arms all at the same time. The next breath allows us to flow upward. Breathe deep. Keep lifting your heart up. Guide your pointer fingers to flow towards the sky, and then straighten all fingers. Release the palms forward. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, and take a breath. As you exhale, release the arms downward and begin to lift the heart and dive forward. Lift the heart, dive forward as the arms lower. Let your palms face downward. We're going to flow to a flat back forward fold. The nose is pointing towards the mat. The palms are facing towards the mat, elbows straight, knees straight, and the belly is hollow. Another wonderful way to strengthen the muscles in the back, and we're also flow behind us. So the palms face the wall behind us, and guide the arms closer and closer together until your fingertips touch perhaps. If they can't touch, it's okay. Just keep your palms facing in the same direction. If you're able to clasp your hands, go ahead and do so. If you have your hands clasping, squeeze them tightly and press your hands away from the body, guiding the shoulder blades to touch. So we're still in the flat back fold position. The spine is long and straight, and we're pressing the hands away from the body to strengthen the arm muscles, strengthen the muscles of the shoulder. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath. As we exhale, release your hands. Guide the arms to lower. The hands flow towards the mat. Guide your fingertips to touch the mat if you can. If you can't, just hover. And then we'll step the feet out. Take a breath, step both feet out. We're going to take a widened stance. See how widely you could separate your feet. And now we're in a wide-legged forward fold. So we have our palms perhaps flat on the mat. And if you can't reach the mat, that's okay. You can let your fingers hover. We keep our eyes open for focus and concentration. From here, we're going to focus on the left foot. Take a breath. Guide your left toes to point away from your body. Walk your hands towards your left foot. So your hands are on the inside of the left foot. And from here, we're going to lift up the back heel. So the back heel rises, rotate that foot, so all 10 toes are pointing in the same direction. You're on the ball and toe of the back foot. From here, we'll take a breath. On the exhale, shift the weight of the body forward. Begin to bend your front knee. Front knee bends. Release your weight into your hips. Keep your back leg as straight as possible. Leg muscles. From here, we can take another full breath and release the back leg towards the mat. So bend your back knee. Should be the right knee bending, gently placing it on the mat. Point your toes so your back toenails are on the mat. And from here, we're going to focus on our left arm. Let's take a breath. We're going to lift the left arm, turn the body towards the left, and guide the left fingertips up towards the sky. So we're in a full lunge with a twisted spine. Breathing deep, connecting the breath with the heart rhythm. From here, we'll take another deep breath, and as we exhale, allow that left arm to lower back to the starting position in front of the left leg. Awesome flow. Next breath, let's flex the back toe prints onto the mat. So we want to guide our toe prints onto the mat, and then use the hands to press the body upright. We're going to lift up that right knee. The leg will rise, and then we'll walk our hands center, all 10 toes. Face the front of the room, release that right heel back onto your mat. You're back at a wide-legged forward fold. The next breath, right toes point away from the body. Walk your hands to the right. Lift up that left heel. All 10 toes are in the same direction. Both legs are straight. The next breath allows us to shift the weight of the body forward. Let's bend that front knee, should be the right knee bending. If you want to go a little deeper, you just walk that back foot away from the body. Allow your weight to release into the hips. So good for the hip flexors, so good for hamstrings, quadriceps. From here, we'll take another full breath. And then we're going to release the back knee into the hips. We're going to fill the right arm. Let's take a breath. Begin to lift that right arm, rotate the body towards that bending knee. Lift up the right fingertips all the way towards the sky for a full spinal twist. A wonderful way to get a nice massage on the organs every time we're twisting. Very good for the liver. Breathe deeper. On the exhale breath, we're going to release that right arm back down to the mat, placing the right hand in front of the right foot. When that happens, with both hands on our mat, we'll flex the left toe prints back onto the mat. Use the palms to press the body up, lifting up that back knee, and walking hands center. All 10 toes flow to the front of the room. Release that left heel onto the mat. Here we are in wide-legged forward fold. From here, if we'd like to go a little deeper, we can heel toe the feet outward. See how that feels? All right, if it feels good and you want more, you can release your elbows onto your mat. Always keep your eyes open when you're inverted. So we have our eyes open, and we're breathing deep through the nose. We're noticing our own heart rhythm. From here, we'll take a breath, and we're going to press the palms into the mat. Breathe so we can straighten the elbows. Press the body upright. Back to straight elbows. With the elbows straight, let's take a breath and begin to heel toe our feet inward. Heel toeing until the legs become closer and closer together. Ultimately, the thighs touch. With the thighs touching, guide the navel inward, and encourage is resting on the. So let your chin rest on your collarbone. Always keep your eyes open. We have our eyes open, and we're seeing how much air we can guide into the lungs. We want to fill the lungs all the way. And on the exhale, we're going to bend the knees. We're hinging in the hips, connecting back with that sitting in a chair position. All the weight of the body is in the heels. On the inhale, slowly rise up. Keep your weight in your heels. Keep guiding your navel inward. Let your palms face forward. We're going to rise up slowly, lifting our heart up, extending the arms now outward. More length in the spine, more fullness in the breath. We'll guide our fingertips to flow all the way towards the sky. Together, we'll meet up in our mountain pose with relaxed shoulders. Now we'll rotate arms in, palms touch, elbows bend. We're pressing the palms together actively as we allow our thumbs to connect with our heart center and relax shoulders. Awesome flow. Now, let's Guide the right knee to bend. With the right knee bending, guide the right knee to splay outward. We're in a chair pose. No, this is now tree pose. Yes, the body is tall like a tree and straight with relaxed shoulders. The next breath allows us to press palms together, arms rise up, palms face forward, elbows soften to a slight bend. This is a variation of a tree pose. We can have the toe on the mat, that's fine. Just keep breathing deep. This promotes balance and focus. Focus on flow of breath and heart rhythm. Breath allows the arms to rotate inward and come closer. Palms will touch. Elbows bend and actively press the palms together as we lift the heart up. Release your thumbs on your heart and relax your shoulders. Go at your own pace. Take another full breath. On the exhale, the bending knee flows forward. We're going to release that heel onto the mat. Transfer all of your weight into your heels. Spread your toes nice and wide. Breathe in. Notice heart flow and then release. Guide the left knee to bend, left heel will rise. With the left heel lifted, allow the left knee to splay outward. Rest the sole of the foot on the inner leg. Remember to keep the heart lifted as you press your palms together. Hands begin to flow upward, and we're guiding the navel to guide inward. Releasing the palms forward with relaxed shoulders and softened elbows with a slight bend. In this tree pose, we're allowing our breath to center our bodies. We're receiving benefits in the ligaments of the wrist, elbows, and shoulders. With a lifted heart, we're improving posture. The next breath allows the arms to rotate inward and flow closer. Palms touch, elbows bend. Let's lift our heart up. We'll release to heart center and then guide the bending knee forward as we're breathing. Releasing the heel back onto our mat with relaxed shoulders. Awesome flow. Let's take another deep breath. On the exhale, allow the hands to press together and the fingertips flow towards the front of the room. We want to engage those pectoral muscles. Very good for the chest. Those elbows, keep an open heart. And release the arms all the way down. Excellent flow. Nice and fluid. All right, so we are approximately 30 minutes into our practice. A great time for a water break. I'm going to grab my water and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so let's see who's on here. See if there's any questions. Okay, take your time with your water. Water is so important. Do not wait for my cue for a water break. While you're practicing, keep your water near your mat so you can hydrate as needed. Okay. We will resume seated. So take your time making your way back to your mat. I just wanted everyone to know that when we resume, we will be seated. We will resume seated in our cobbler pose position. And I'll demonstrate cobbler pose. Cobbler pose, I'm gonna take these little socks off. Cobbler pose has the soles of the feet touching, and it's okay if they don't actually remain touching. Sitting in cobbler pose, we're allowing the arms to relax on the legs, Palms face upward if you want more energy. Palms face downward if you want to feel more relaxed. Then we're lifting the heart up. We're relaxing shoulders. And we're allowing the flow of breath to connect with our heart energy. So breathe as slowly as possible through your nose, lifting the heart up, lifting the rib cage, and hollowing the belly. At the top of the breath, pause and notice the heart rhythm, and then release the breath, guiding the navel in further as you relax your shoulders and allow your facial muscles to be more relaxed. So let's just take a couple of more cleansing breaths in through the nose, tapping into heart energy and then releasing. Last one together. When you're ready, take your inhale. Release when ready. On the next breath, we'll allow the arms to extend and begin to rise up. Let's lift our arms up and lift our heart at the same time. The next breath allows the arms to rotate inward, and then we're going to release the right arm down. The right palm will face the front of the room. As the right arm lowers, lift up that left arm even more. Bend the right elbow. Let your palm face the back of the room, and then we're going to guide the knuckles to the low back and encourage the fingertips to flow upward, but don't strain. The most important thing is to keep a long, straight spine. And from here, on an exhale, guide the left elbow to bend. The arm can either rest. Remember, keep the heart hollow. And notice your own heart rhythm. This is very good for increasing shoulder mobility. So shoulders are a ball and socket joint that require a 360-degree range of motion to maintain healthy mobility. This is very good for the ligaments. And let's take a breath. On the exhale, we're going to release where we're holding the hands behind us. That right elbow starts to straighten. Let's guide that left arm to rise up. Let's lift our hearts. Let's breathe. Guide our fingertips to rise towards the sky. Elbows are straight, fingers are straight. Notice the hollowness in the belly. Notice your heart rhythm. From here, we'll take another deep breath, lift the heart up a little more. And on the exhale, the left arm is going to lower very slowly. The left palm is facing the front of the room. The arm is releasing to shoulder level, and then the palm faces down. That left elbow begins to bend. We're going to guide the fingertips to the low back, and then encourage the fingertips to flow upward as much as your body allows, okay? You always want to be gentle with the body. Keep the heart lifted. On the exhale, now the right elbow bends. Either the arm flows over the head, or you can place it behind the head. All right, so keep the neck straight. Good adjustment. Keep your neck straight, the heart lifted, and belly hollow. What an awesome flow. And gravity's opening our hips for us. So many benefits in this cobbler pose with the elbows bended. From here, we'll take another full breath. And as we exhale, we're going to release where we're holding the fingers or hands behind us and guide the left hand to lower, right hand rises, both, and then let the touch, elbows bend. Pressing the palms together, elbows bend. Keep lifting that heart up. Keep hollowing the belly. Go slowly as you connect with heart center. From here, we'll take a breath, guide the knees to rise up, and then release the palms. Embrace the thighs with a loving hug. So we're embracing our thighs. Let's now turn our body towards the right. So we're turning towards the right, and now we'll take a breath, and we're going to walk the feet closer to the body. Walk your feet closer towards your glutes, and perhaps your heels might rise. The next breath, we focus on our left foot. We're going to inhale, lift the left foot, and keep the heart lifted at the same time. If you need support, it's okay if you have your hands behind you. The next breath on the exhale, allow the foot to lower all the way back down. When your toes touch the mat, take a breath and guide the opposite foot to rise. Lift your heart up as you're lifting that right foot. Lift the heart, receive more length in the spine. Keep breathing. Take another cleansing breath, and on the exhale, we're going to release that foot all the way back down. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath, and as we exhale, we're going to release the legs, place the hands behind us, and guide the knees to flow towards the chest. The elbows have a slight bend. Or from here, we'll rise up and release back to lower. Next breath, right foot rises up. And then on the exhale, releases back to lower. Awesome flow. Let the soles of the feet connect with the mat. From here, we'll take a breath. Turn the body to face the front of the room. Cross legs, left leg in front. So we have the left leg in front. We're going to take a breath. Use the hands to support the left leg rising up. With the left leg lifted, use the left hand to capture the big toe. Guide the foot to face the front of the room. Inhale, extend the foot outward. Next breath, we guide the foot forward. Inhale, guide the foot outward, opening hips. And from here, if we'd like a little more, we can guide the right arm to flow overhead. If we'd like a little more, we can guide the right hand to perhaps capture the big toe. See how it feels. If it's too intense, then don't do it. But if it feels good and you can still smile, then stay here. If you'd like a little more, guide that left arm to flow and through the leg. And then we have the palm connecting with the mat. If you want more, take a breath. Guide the left hand to rise. We're going to bend that elbow. So the palm is facing the back of the room, the elbow bends, and we just give that thigh a nice loving hug. Toning leg muscles, taking great care of our bodies. The next breath focuses on the left arm. The left arm releases the leg, and we guide that hand to flow all the way up to the heel. Capture the heel, take a breath. We're going to release the big toe. Lift the heart as we lower the right arm. Lift that heart and breathe. Fingertips release towards the mat. We'll guide that left knee to flow to bending. This time, the right leg will be in front. We're going to have our right leg in front in easy pose. Adjust your sit bones as necessary. Relax your shoulders. Let's take a cleansing breath. As we connect with the heart energy. Now we'll focus on the right leg. Let's take a breath. The right leg rises. We're going to capture the toes with the pointer, middle finger, and thumb, guiding the knee back, guiding the foot forward. On the inhale, guide the right foot to extend out at a diagonal. Lift the heart up as the foot extends out at a diagonal. So we want to have a nice lengthened spine as we open the hips and tone up leg muscles. The next breath guides the leg to rotate forward towards the front of the room. On the inhale, guide the leg to flow out at a diagonal. The next breath guides it forward. Awesome flow. Last time, breathing, extending out. And then the leg extends forward and we need to go one more time, sorry. Let's go out because we want to do the same exact flow so we can be balanced. Inhale, left arm rises. And now, see if you might feel. All right, remember, you should be able to smile. All right, so no straining. Keep your facial muscles relaxed. And just focus on your heart rhythm. Focus on flow of breath. If you like a little more in this posture, you can release your heel, guide the right arm to lower, right elbow bends. Keep the heart lifted, keep the breath full and easy. Allow your breath to just form a calming wave over the body. Breathe deep. On the exhale, we're going to release that right elbow so it's no longer bending. Guide the hand to flow upward. Support your heel and then release your big toe. Lift the heart a little more as you allow that left arm to lower. The right knee bends. And we flow back to easy pose with our right leg in front. From here, we'll take a breath. We'll guide the knees to rise up. Uncross the legs. Extend the legs forward. Place your hands behind you. Elbows straight, the heart is lifted. Flex your feet. Flex your feet so that you're pressing the ball of the foot away from the body, guiding the tips of the toes towards the body. On the next breath, let's lift the glutes off of the mat. So take an inhale. If you're able, lift your glutes up. If that's uncomfortable, just keep your glutes on the mat. So if you're lifting your glutes up, guide your hip points up. Squeeze your glute muscles. Look up at the ceiling or sky and guide your nose to point upward. So you have your neck neutral. We're strengthening the ligaments in the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers. So many benefits. Inhale the arms to flow overhead. Exhale, lift the heart a little more and guide your heart to press towards the wall in front of you, releasing the arms downward and guiding the navel in. The slower the better. Go very slowly. Don't let my cues rush you. Keep your feet flexing. Your chin is flowing towards your collarbone. You want the crown of the head to flow towards the front of the room. Now, listen to your body. There'll come a point when your body says, I can't go any deeper. I can't go any lower. So when that happens, take a breath through your nose, a full, big breath. And on the exhale, just loosen and relax all of the muscles in the body. Relax your low jaw and just allow your body to soften into the posture a little more. So we're in a forward fold with straight legs. We're lengthening and strengthening the spine. We're engaging the hip muscles. We're toning muscles in the legs. And with the feet flexing, that allows us to engage those small tendons and ligaments in the feet and toes. So many of us spend a lot of time standing. So in this posture, we send oxygen-rich blood to the extremities of the feet and toes, promoting healthy circulation. From here, we'll take a breath, and we're going to begin to rise up. Let's breathe. Lift the heart up. Guide the navel inward. Press that navel in. Palms face each other. Elbows straight. Yes. Rise up slowly. Lift your heart up and guide your fingertips to flow towards the sky. Next breath, allow the arms to release all the way down. Towards the left. Legs are stacked. The next breath, we'll use the right hand to capture right ankle. Lift the leg and guide the heel towards your glute. So you're guiding that hip to open up. Awesome flow. From here, we're going to focus on that right glute muscle. We're going to lift the glute up and release it. Inhale, lift your glute and squeeze it. Exhale, release. So inhale, lift, squeeze. Exhale, release. And go at your own pace. Everybody has a different breath flow. All right, once more. On the exhale, we release. Awesome flow. Let's guide both knees to rise. Let's breathe, lift both knees up. And then the knees splay to the opposite side. The legs are stacked. Use the left hand to capture left ankle. Take a breath, lift the leg, and guide the heel back towards the glute. From here, adjust accordingly, and we're going to focus on that left glute. Inhale, lift your glute off of the mat and squeeze. Exhale, release it back down. Inhale, lift, squeeze. Exhale, release. All right, so let's just continue at our own pace. Breathing as deeply as possible. Lifting the glute as high as possible off of the mat. And being mindful to release the breath completely on our exhales. All right, let's do 2 more. Resting back on our mat. The breath will guide both knees to rise. Let's breathe, lift both knees up. And now we'll turn our body to the side so that our left side is facing the front of the room. Position yourself on your mat so you can lie back. We're about to lay down. From here, one way to lie down is that we can use our arms to embrace the thighs and lift the feet up. If that's uncomfortable, you can have your hands behind you. If you have your feet lifted, go ahead and let's cross those ankles. All right, let's lift the feet a little higher. And even if you have your hands on the ground, you can do the same thing. What we're doing is we're engaging our pelvic floor. Very important for the body, a strong pelvic floor. Now, if you're holding your legs, go ahead and release them, and we'll guide the arms to a diagonal. Let's fill our lungs. On the exhale, very slowly, we're gonna recline back, starting with the lowest vertebrae of the spine. Lowering, keeping the chin towards the collarbone. And then the shoulder blades will connect with the mat. The base of the skull connects with the mat. Uncross ankles. Release the arms and feet all the way onto the mat. Get back in the frame. All right. And now, let's guide the knees to splay outward. So what we want to do is we want to have the soles of the feet touch. So we have the soles of the feet touching. Bend your left elbow. Use your left hand to cover your heart. Right palm covers the navel. And we have our eyes closed. So we have our eyes closed, and this will be a time for us to go within. We connect with inner peace. So follow your breath as it's slow and long and deep. Connect with the fullness of the breath. Connect with the slowness of the breath. Notice the texture of your breath, the coolness of the inhale. Notice how the breath affects the heart. Connect with your heart rhythm. Notice the rise of the chest, the pulsing of the heart. See if you can feel the pulse of the heart against your palm. Don't press, just notice, experience. We have our eyes closed, we have our low jaw relaxed. Connect with inner peace, inner calm, and breathe.
Take a breath and slowly rock your eyes from side to side. Breathe deep. Allow your toes to wiggle. Begin to move the ankles. So circle your feet so you can move your ankles, wiggle your toes, rock your knees. Allow your glute muscles to squeeze and release. Take a breath and focus on fingers. Your fingers will bend and straighten. Begin to circle your hands. Take a full breath. Release your fingers, allow the arms to straighten and your hands rest under your thighs. Now we'll focus on facial muscles. We'll move the mouth from side to side. Allow the lips to circle around the teeth. Begin to wiggle the nose. The breath is still full. As we're wiggling the nose, begin to blink the eyes open. Take a full breath. Place your hands on the outside of the thighs and allow your hands to guide the legs to close. Thighs will touch. With the thighs touching, take a breath. On the exhale, let your knees fall towards the front of the room. Turn your body to the left. Left elbow bends. We're going to guide ourselves to a fetal position on our left side. From here, we'll take another deep breath, and we're going to place our hands in front of our chest. Take a deep breath, and then slowly, slowly press the body upright. Use your hands to press your body upright. Don't rush. Breathe. Connect with any position that's comfortable for your body right now. Once you connect with that position, relax your arms. Receive length in your spine. Gaze downward and just notice how you're feeling right now. Make that connection. Breathe. On the next inhale, allow the arms to extend outward. Blink the eyes open a little wider. Allow the arms to flow upward. Fingertips flow towards the sky. We'll rotate arms in, guide them closer. Palms touch, elbows bend. We're pressing our palms together as we lift our heart up. Allowing the thumbs to release on the sternum, shoulders relaxed. So we can take a full breath. And as we exhale, we're going to release and fold forward. Let's remember the importance of being our best selves and also being kind and gentle to ourselves. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Inhale, and we rise back up, lifting the heart. Thank you. Thank you. All right, again, I'm Candace with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. And please hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video with others if it was helpful to you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.